Hello, folks. Get my camera started out here. How are you doing this evening? Welcome to the net. Kilo Echo 2 Foxtrot Tango Golf is out there already from New York, popping in there early. So we're going to get the net started here. Welcome to the AllStar EchoLink Friday evening net. Hopefully all my sound and stuff is right here. Can you hear me out there, Michael? If you could hear me, let me know. Testing audio. I see there's two people on the net. Let me know if you can hear me. Let me know if you can hear the audio so we can get started here. Can you hear the audio? Okay, awesome. Now I'm going to get our screen shared here and get our net started. We're going to share the screen, share the audio too, by the way. And then we're going to get our theme song popping here.
Yeah. Dial it in, same time, same friend. 8 o'clock hits, here we go again. Biggie's calling, y'all ready yet? Yeah. Laughs in the background, welcome to the net. Biggie's Friday night net. Hey, pull up a chair, you're part of it. One fun question, see what you get. Stories and smiles you won't forget. Biggie's Friday night net. Voices from everywhere, check in. 8 o'clock sharp, you know the set. Chatting good company every weekend. Yeah. Long week, long road, shake off that load. First name basis, even if you're new to the show. Share your wins, share your mess. Right here together, we'll guess. Yeah, we're all guess. Biggie's Friday night net. Hey, pull up a chair, you're part of it. One fun question, see what you get. Stories and smiles you won't forget. Biggie's Friday night net. Hey, voices from everywhere, check in. 8 o'clock sharp, you know the set. Chat and camaraderie every weekend. Yeah.
Down, all night. Biggie groove. Too hot to move. So we swing through. Biggie groove. Park to park. We won't miss you. Signals D-Day and night. Sporadic E on 6. Added to the mix. Summertime on lock. Every band, every block. JoJo rides along and the whole thing pops. JoJo by his side, riding shotgun in his ride. Park to park, no prob. Yeah, who's that calling? It's old pal Rob. Calling out all day, calling out all night. Biggie groove. Biggie groove. Biggie groove. Biggie groove. Too hot to move. So we swing through. Biggie groove. Biggie groove. Park to park. We don't miss you. Sporadic E, let it ride. Signals bending side to side. Big E makes the call. JoJo holds it down. Summertime in the air. Every band in town. Biggie groove. Biggie groove. Biggie groove. Biggie groove. Too hot to move. So we swing through. Biggie groove.
From raw steel to finished products, these machines do in seconds.
Okay. That's all. So we're just closing that up. And we're going to get it cracking. Crack-a-lacking. Let's see. There's a lot happening on the YouTube out there today. I guess there's some questions out there, but we're going to be getting started. Yeah, good evening. That's what Jack is saying. Hello, everyone on the net. All right. Let's see. Well, out there we got a full house. Is the frequency in use? Is the frequency in use? Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor is the frequency in use. Good evening, everyone. Good evening. This is Ernest, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, coming to you from St. Andrews West, Ontario, Canada. We are having our Friday evening AllStar EchoLink net. Let your folks know. We also are live streaming on YouTube, on the air with VA3EWV. That's on the air with VA3EWV. You can find us there. Welcome to the net. This is a pretty good net. We've been going on for almost 4 years now. We meet every Friday at 8 o'clock, and we've been meeting every Friday for a very long time. It's been very successful. Lots of people, lots of fun. So we're going to be getting started here. We always have a topic. The topic today is simply, have you been having any fun this summer? That's the topic of the day. It doesn't have to be radio fun, but share any fun things that you're having or anything that's cool. And then the second portion of that, we have AllStar that's going to be helping us out, VA3FHQ, with the helping hams portion. So if you have something you're working on or something you want to ask questions about, we're going to do that on the second portion of that. So for all of you that are new to the net, which I do see lots of new people, we're going to call you in because this is the directed. Whoa. This is a directed net. You're going to call in to the net. You're going to get your name, your call sign, how long you've been a ham, share what you're doing for fun, right? And then we'll go through that. Then we'll come around again and see what you're doing for the weekend, or you can do it all at one shot. And then we have our second round of the net. We'll have questions, and then that's how we'll do it. We'll be turning over to AllStar. So with that being said, let's pick it up with the first person I saw on here, which was Kilo 5 Bravo Delta Lima.
EWV, and now this is K5EDO coming at you by AllStar. Got a couple thunderstorms in the area, not just a few miles from us, but I think right now. Been a while since I've been on the net. Just saying hello, and didn't quite catch the topic. I did repeat that, so I can respond there. But anyway, hope everyone's had a great week. Got work this weekend, so today's my Saturday. So anyway, just wanted to jump on here and say hello, and hope everybody's having a great evening out there. K5BDL.
K5BDL in the group, Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor returning. Thanks for being out there, Brad. Yeah, summer, summer and things happen that take us away, but we've always been here. We've been blessed to be here weekly for years now. And we always have a house full, and it's always shocks me. And say hello to Peggy for me there. I think it's Peggy, if I'm not mistaken. Tell her we said, how's it going here? And glad to have you back on here tonight. It's such a good to have you. The next person I heard out there was AllStar, VA3FHQ. Come on in there, AllStar.
VA3FHQ. It's definitely been a busy week of lots of printing and lots of stuff. Hopefully I'll be able to test out my new antenna coil this weekend, and I also got another one brewing for hopefully a 160 meter coil for doing POTA. So I'm going to try to activate 160 before Ernest. So I'm going to try to beat him at one thing. He's got me beat on everything else on POTA. Back to you, Ernest.
Man, we haven't even gotten started. You know what I like about the Parks on the Air thing? You know, so we're gonna pause just talking about doing something fun for the summer. So I've been doing some fun stuff that my family's been enjoying. So I have to say I'm enjoying it too, and that's like being present, being by the pool, being with the grandkids and stuff like that. But let me tell you, I do like some Parks on the Air, and we do have some newcomers that have joined our club. And the cool thing about stuff like Parks on the Air, I'll pull it up over here on the other screen here. It challenges you, right? If it wasn't for Parks on the Air, Alistair, there's lots of stuff that wasn't even done. You know, and I went and I was like, awards, you can get awards. I'm like, huh. I want to do that, right? I want to get some awards. And then they just have so many things, right? It just goes on and on. It's endless of what you could do. So I was very happy when I got my all work 100 all U.S. states. I was happy about that. And then Kilo Parks, I got lots of those. I forgot how many. I think it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So I'll be working on number 13, which is Rockcliffe there right in Ottawa, Rockcliffe, and the Battle of Christ the Forum right here. So I'll be popping between those two. I used to, man, truth be told, let me pause. Truth be told, 2 weekends, man, 3 weekends, I used to have that knocked out, right? But it's been slow going. So yeah, if you start something like a Parks on the Air, and you look at all the stuff that you can do and you can get into different things, it'll make you go out there and work. One of my favorite ones that I'm showing on the screen now, it is the N1CC. So it says here, have contacts at 10 different parks on 10 different bands. So I don't have 160. So Alistair, if you're looking, there's no 160 and there's no 60 either. But I've done 72, 6, 10, 12, 15, 17, 20, 30, 40, and 80 for most of those parks there, right? So if I can add 160 to the mix, I can get the Confederation Park. That'll work. Okay, that's enough for me. All right, next person up there, KG5FI. And for those of you that haven't, if you haven't, bring up your FT8 because I'm doing FT8 at the same time. Hopefully, it's not coming over the speakers there. But we're doing some FT8 and getting some contacts as we do this. All right. The next person I said that I saw on there was KG5FI. Come on in.
Good evening, Ernest, and everyone on the net. And Ernest, thanks for doing this as always. Been a ham since 1983, and live in north of Dallas, the northern part of Texas, close to the Oklahoma border, out in the woods. And I think for radio, for fun, I like getting out in the park.
Right.
Just being out in places I go, we've got lakes and very peaceful, relaxing, and I love working POTA. I do mainly FT8, and I usually use my QRP rigs, and I love playing with antennas. And just yesterday, I built 2 radios. They're tuned radios. I'm going to elevate them with either my 17-foot or 25-foot vertical antenna. It'll work with either one, but elevated, and they'll cover 6 through 20 meters, and could add even 40 by adding another just a little over 5 meter length of wire to each one. But they're all connected, and if I want to separate and just use 10 meters, I have like a dead section that I could connect in between 10 and 20. So the wire length stays exactly the same. It's called the POTA Performer.
Wow.
It was designed by KJ6ER. And I had a lot of fun. I got that all assembled yesterday, and I'm hoping tomorrow to get out and give it a go. So back to that, KG5FI.
KG5FI in the group. Man, lots going on with you. But you're having a lot of radio fun there. And the dead zone thing, that's something I'll have to talk to you a little bit more about that. Good, you got the different types of antennas going. Also, while I was listening to you, there's a lot of people that have come into the YouTube channel that's streaming now. So it's good that you can share all that stuff with the folks here and on the YouTube there. Speaking of, we have Rob out there. That's the guy behind all my theme music. And I'm telling you, I love the Big East Friday Night Net. I really like that one. That's a banger. There's a couple of them that he's done for me. And we have a summer barbecue. I forgot there's someone here tonight saying that, oh, y'all have club breakfast. And I'm like, yeah, we do it all. We have a summer barbecue. They even have a summer barbecue song. And I'll look for that so I can play that tonight too. But Rob, good evening to you, Rob. VE3ARF is out there. VA3DVY. David is out there too from Richmond Hill, Ontario. Thanks for being out there. We have Tirza, but I call her Tracy. And I think Ted's out there too. So good to have all our folks out there on the web too. Okay, let's see who else we have in here now. The next person up is KE2 Foxtrot Tango Golf. Come on in. How are you this evening?
Good evening, Ernest and all the net. This is Mike in Cornwall, New York, perhaps for the last time on this net, because I finally hope to move next week. We've been working on this for weeks and weeks. So no radio fun today, no fun at all. We were just packing and moving, But it's going really well, and I see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I enjoy the net every Friday when I can get here, so I'll be back even if I'm on Cape Cod or elsewhere in Massachusetts. Thanks again, Ernest. 73 to all on the net. Back to you.
Well, we see what you've been doing for summer fun, getting the move on. That's what I'm talking about, though. Hey, look, we moved here 4 or 5 years ago to this place here, and we had a team hired and everything, like to just move us and stuff. And the day before our move, right? The day before our move, the company got a hold of us and said they couldn't move us. And I'm like, are you kidding? So there's no way that we could get any U-Haul, Hertz, rental, none of that. We had none of that. So I have a Chevy Equinox. My wife has a Chevy Equinox. And we just started putting boxes and stuff. And the place that we moved to was an hour drive away. And we were doing 2 or 3 round trips, just getting all the boxes and all the stuff we could fit in the cars. And then we had an RV, and I packed that up and pulled the RV to the house. And then we finally were able to get a U-Haul. But what a mess that was, right? But hey, look, you know what? We love every minute of it here at the new place there, and it's going to be rewarding once you get to the new place. So we can't wait till you get out there and get all settled in. Thanks for being out there this evening, and we hope to hear you again. All right, the next person I have out there is Kilo 9 Golf Lima Tango. No, excuse me. Kilo 9 Golf Lima Quebec. No, oh my goodness, Ernest. Let's get it together. Kilo 9 Golf Lima Kilo. First time I'm seeing you out here. Welcome to the Friday Evening Net. How are you? Come on in.
Hey, good evening, Ernest. Good evening to the net. Actually, my second time. Appreciate you having me. Just logging in, so I'm not sure if there's a topic, but I'm just going to sit back and enjoy and listen. I will turn it back to net control. K9 GLK.
K9 GLK. See, that's the better way to say it in the net. And good. I'm glad you're here for a second time. I'm usually on top of that. Mario, good evening to you. Welcome to the net. And today's topic is what you've been doing for fun over the summer. A lot of times it's a lot of work, right? A lot of work, and sometimes it's not. So what have you been doing for fun?
So I've been on work assignment down here in the Atlanta area all summer long. My side activity, I became an extra this summer, as well as a BE. So living my best ham life, my friend.
Okay. Yes. I'm glad you come out there to join us too, and look, and good for you. I'm having a friend of mine saying that he can't get on the net here on EchoLink. So looks like most of you have. There are a couple of EchoLinks out here, so I don't know what's going on. Did anybody out here this evening have trouble getting into the net on EchoLink? Over.
None from KG5FI. Worked fine. KE2FTG here. I'm on repeater phone, so I have EchoLink and AllStar. It seems to be working just fine. Back to you. WD4 SRC. No problem at all. VA3FHQ. I just tested and logged in. It works fine.
Okay, I was trying to. Yeah, okay, so I was just messaging John there. I said, well, everybody's getting in pretty good, and I know you always come in early and make sure everything's working out. So I do appreciate that too. He says he's on the iPhone and he can't get in there. So I know he's VA3EWV-L. So I'll see if I can't try to get him on there in a bit. But I'll get him logged into the. Since he's trying to get in here, I'm going to get him logged in anyway into the log, VA3EWV-L. And just so everybody knows, when I started this net for this is the reason I started this, because I was having a lot of problems trying to get my my AllStar EchoLink going. So I decided I would help people out to get them going and do the tests and stuff like that. So that's why we do that. Thank you so much. Okay, let's break with you now, K9GLK. We'll pick it up with VA3PZ8. VA3PZ8, come on in.
That's me. Hi, Ernest. This is VA3PZA. Sorry, it's been a very long work week. Good to be back on the net. I've been busy for the past couple of Friday nights. Have I been having fun? Oh my goodness, Ernest. I am having so much fun, and I started off earlier this year with my local club. They had a course. We have an afternoon of making our own NFET half-wave antennas, and this thing is perfect. My radio loves it, and I got myself a wagon, a little pull-behind wagon. I also got myself a Jackery power supply. They were on sale, and my husband was looking at getting a backup generator with a solar panel in case the power goes out. So I was like, oh, look at this one. It has a solar panel. So I now have one. So when I got my little wagon, I convinced my husband to pull it 2 kilometers down to Dow's Lake, because that's the Dakota Park. It had a lovely walk. I bought him a coffee. And I threw up my infant half-wave antenna into a tree, set up in the park at a picnic table, and I made 10 contacts. So it was my first PODA activation. And I had so much fun. The next day I got up early, and I had a car that day, and I drove to Vincent Massey Park here in Ottawa, just south of one of our universities, and it's on a hill, and I got my NFET half-wave antenna up higher in a tree, and FT8 20 meters was just lit
Really?
that Saturday or that Sunday morning, and I reached Japan, and I was like, oh, I can't believe it. Anyway, so now I've been bitten by the PODA bug. I am no longer a PODA virgin, so I'm excited for this new opportunity. Last weekend was a long weekend in Ottawa, and I went with some ham radio friends. We did Stony Swamp. There was 5 of us, and it should have been a signal to me that maybe it wasn't a great place to go, because it was 5 ladies and about 2 million mosquitoes. But we threw up my friend Sandra, she brought her really nice antenna. We got set up. We started to do put in the park, and we had so much fun, because she would reach one guy who was doing PODA in the States, and then she would, exchange the details 5 We're in Park CA 1649. And then she would say, can you stand by for another operator to pass the mic to me? And when we would exchange, this is our VA3PZA, and then I would say, could you please stand by for another operator? So we passed it along. So each QSL we were making, there's 5 operators waiting to stand by.
What?
So there's a lot of laughs, a lot of mosquito bites, but we had a great time. I've been doing so much more, but I could talk like for another half hour, but I'm going to turn it back over to you now, Business VA3EWV. This is VA3PZ.
VA3PZA, you know, number one, let me just say I'm already jealous. Number 2, I'm very happy. Number 3, I'm very proud of you as well. But I just want to let everybody know, so everybody will know, I was begging this child to go out and do photo with me all the time in Ottawa, right? And she was like, well, I got to get some shoes. Well, I got to get a purse. Well, I got to get the new dress or something, or so something else. And I got to get this, and this. Now she can go out there and did 60 activations. That's okay, though. I'm going to catch up with I'm going to roll up on y'all. That's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to roll up on you. And I'm going to be saying, yeah, we have a 7th operator, VA3EWV. Doggone it. Okay, good stuff. We're going to come back for a second round with you guys. Okay, we got another oldie but goodie in here. Julia, India. Oh, wait, hold on. Victor Echo 2, Echo Quebec Lima. Come on in, John.
Roger, VA3EWV-VE2EQL. Good evening, Ernest, and good evening to everybody on the net. Had a little problems with my EchoLink, but I resolved that. I'm happy to hear. I was panicking a little bit. John here in Moncton, Ontario. It's a muggy evening. We're going to have another great weekend. Looking forward to the Seaway Valley Amateur Radio Barbecue on Sunday, which is going to be a lot of fun. We have a lot of people signed up that stated that they're coming, so we're happy. And I'm sure that Ernest has extended the welcome to anybody who's nearby. With that, back to net control.
John, I was very excited for you to get in here and get onto the net. And tonight's topic, folks, and look, we're going to have 2 rounds. Then we're going to bring it over to AllStar there at the end there. We do have AllStar here, everyone, VA3FHQ, who's going to be doing the Ham Helpers portion of our net. And we're going to keep on doing that to our friend James, Victor Echo 3, Julia India Hotel, JIC. No, Juliet India Charlie. So James is moving in the middle of a move and getting his new place set up. So he hasn't been online. So AllStar is going to be helping take over that. So we'll definitely get that done. 1 second. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, we are working FTA at the same time because we can multitask. So we're on 20 meters FT8, folks. If you want to get up in there and get in there with us, you can probably see it on the screen. We're sitting there working the bands. Okay, our next person up is Julia 88 India Hotel. Come on in, Ira. I think that's our Victor Yankee 2 Juliet Tango November. Victor Yankee 2 Juliet Tango November showing up here. I think that's Ira. Come on in.
VA3EWV-VY2JTN. Good evening, Ernest, and everybody on the net here. Happy to have a chat with everybody again here this evening. I missed last week. Had some things going on there, but happy to be in here and listening in this week, and we'll stay listening in. And I just wanted to mention, Ernest, if you can get the IRLP going, and if it sounds like a good idea to you, I can bring up the Riverside area here on PEI. With our HerdLink repeaters, which would be in Winslow, Cavendish, and O'Leary PEI. So a pretty big footprint there on PEI. And everybody here on our repeater would be listening into your net as well. And would join in, of course, if they wanted to. I'd let them know that they were more than welcome to join in. If you would be interested in something like that, if not, that's fine, and I'll just keep checking in here. But if that sounds like an idea to you, we can discuss that and move forward with it if it sounds like something you'd be interested in. But yeah, the only way I'd be able to do it, I think now would be through IRLP. But great hearing from everybody here this evening, and yeah, if that sounds like a plan, we can definitely chat about that there, Ernest. So other than that, everybody have a great evening, and we'll be in here and listening along. VY2JTN and VA3EWV will 73.
VY2, I was just about to come back to you, and I don't see you on the screen anymore. But there we go. VY2 JTN, you're back. I saw you disappear. I'm glad you're back. I welcome all of that. By the way, we used to have a couple repeaters being linked to us automatically. I think it's VE6IDK used to link to us automatically. I'll have to get a hold of him and see what's going on. We did have a local repeater that we were able to link to, but we lost that. We lost the EchoLink, so that bummed me out. So what I'm trying to do, we don't have RLP. We went from going on. We're about to have our 9th repeater added to our group, and some things happened, and we went down to 1 repeater in our group. No EchoLink, no AllStar, no nothing. But I'm very excited and very happy to say that with just a little bit of work and some elbow grease and a lot of hams coming together, we have built back our repeaters and stuff like that. And people will say, well, why do you need so many repeaters? Well, we have some coverage, just like Joseph was saying earlier. Let me pause. We want to make sure that everybody's covered in the different areas. We have UHF and VHF repeaters. We used to have RLP. We don't. We're working to get that back. We used to have AllStar and EchoLink. We don't. We're working to get that back. We used to have DMR. We don't. We're working to get that back. And I think that's about it. But if we can get some help from people and get some hardware to do it, heck yeah, I'll be happy to do that. There's nothing to it but to do it. One more pause. 1 second. The next thing about that, I'll just let you guys know. Me starting this. Well, the reason I started this net was there's lots of reasons why I started this net. But one of the biggest reasons, we had a lot of repeaters and nobody was talking on them, right? And I would call out and I couldn't get anybody on the air, so I'm like, I'm just going to go do my own thing. And I started reaching out to people through Facebook and YouTube and stuff and trying to get, a good net going every Friday night. And that's what we created. Here we are 4 years later. So what I'm hoping is if we can get some people connected, so all of you that are out there, if you know local clubs that you don't hear anything on the local repeaters and they have AllStar EchoLink, I would be happy to have them link here. That's for sure. So Joseph, if we can get that done, let's get it done. Amen to that. Okay, now my turn. Ernest here. We have some new folks. So before I go on about myself, there's Kilo Echo 2 Hotel November India. Good evening to you. Welcome to the net. The topic tonight is what you're doing for fun in the summer. Doesn't have to be radio related. And then we're going to have a second round of traffic. And then the third round is if you have any questions, we have AllStar standing by, VA3FHQ. Let's bring in Kilo Echo 2 Hotel November India. Come on in. Kilo Echo 2 HNI. Jeff, are you out there with us? Go ahead. Okay, Jeff is probably trying to connect for the first time. So while he's trying to connect, as I was saying, my name is Ernest. I live in St. Andrews, West Ontario. What have I been doing for fun this summer? I've been working hard with our local amateur radio club, Seaway Valley Amateur Radio Club. I've been very involved in trying to bring new people to the club. Some are watching us on YouTube that have joined, and they don't have their license yet, but they're definitely getting ready to go with that. And also, AllStar is asking Joseph VY2JTN. He's asking, what is your IRLP number and what's your call sign, or what's the call sign? So if you can give that to me when I finish, tell him about my stuff. We'll bring you up. Anyway, like I was saying there, getting our club back, we had about 23 people. We're over 50 something, so I've been doing that. We've been having a lot of fun. Been having a lot of fun at home. Work's been great too. I was started a new position at the same job, so I've been doing all kinds of stuff this summer, having a lot of fun. And with that, we're just going to say hello to everyone on YouTube. There, we have 12 people watching right now. So if you guys can put your names in the chat or your call signs, so I can get you on the log there. You don't have to have a call sign. I can still put your name over on the side and get you in. So that's what we'll do. So let's try one more time for Kilo Echo 2 Hotel November India. We'll keep trying to let you work on getting in there. That's what we're here for. So just keep trying to get in like John did. We'll definitely get you in the log. Victor Yankee 2 Juliet Tango November. Can we have that RLP number, please?
Yes, for sure there, Ernest. VA3 Echo Whiskey Victor, VY2JTN. Our IRLP number is 2363. 2363. Over.
Roger, 2363. And what repeater is it attached to?
Yes, that would bring up the main repeater is the Summerside repeater, VE1CFR. And we have a hard link to that repeater is the Winslow repeater. That is just outside of Charlottetown, PEI. And then, of course, along with the Cavendish repeater, sorry, I don't know the call sign for that one right offhand, but I can definitely get you all that information in a QSO online or in some other format there after a bit. And also the O'Leary repeater, O'Leary PEI, and that one is VY2CFB. And they are all hard linked into the Summerside repeater, so it gives quite a large area here on PEI for to be transmitting on. And on Friday evenings, it's your net starts at 9 o'clock our time. There is not much going on at all. So I know there's people listening in, and they would definitely be listening. Whether they would join in or not, right off the bat, probably not. But as they listen more and more, they would probably definitely start joining in there for sure. Just like it took you a long time to get this going, it would take them a long time to get used to it and start joining in. But a great idea, I think, and it would sort of like be an Ontario East connection there for sure. And I think it would be a welcomed addition here in PEI to have something going on Friday evening. All right, back to you there. Oh my God. Ernest, there we go. Back to you, Ernest. Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor, Victor Yankee 2, Juliet Tango November.
Roger. Thanks for that, and thanks for all the information. Hey, since we're out here and chatting amongst friends here, I will say this: for everybody that has repeaters in your area, I did not know this. I got my license. I'm looking at the board here, January 17, 2023. I have my iPhone 6 Plus right here in my hand. As you guys can see, that's my first radio. Here's my other phone here. That's my Samsung phone there. But my first ever connection to whatever was through my iPhone on EchoLink, which I still have that. So this is my like ham radio iPhone. Anyway, the reason I'm saying that, I like I was saying earlier, we had 6 repeaters at the time when I first started in the group. 6 repeaters in the area. They would have a Monday night net that would last 7-8 minutes max, probably. If you got there 5 minutes after the net was over, and I would just sit there listening as a brand new ham, just hoping someone would say something. And I just had I had it scanning through the channels and nothing. I would hear the thing identified, and that was it. And then one day I just got out there and said, Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor on frequency, nothing. Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor, I just kept doing that over and over. And then I was driving back and forth from my QTH, which is in St. Andrews, West Ontario, to Ottawa every day. So someone told me about national caller frequency. So that's a Highway 417 that goes between these, it's about an hour drive to work there. I started calling on national caller frequency, and lo and behold, somebody came back, and I didn't know what to do, and they came back. So the moral of the story is, everybody's out there listening. You have to start calling out. And then once you get someone to chat, if you can chat about something that's interesting or something like that, the people might join you. And also, people might feel sorry for you because people kept hearing me call out. And let me pause for 1 second. People kept hearing me call out. And I remember one guy was like, "Hello, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. I just want to let you know that everything's working. I kind of felt sorry for you because nobody was coming back." And I was like, "Oh, thank you so much," And every time I would hit the road and stuff like that, I would do it. I wouldn't hold him up, I would just get my little QSO in. And then before you know it, I was talking a lot on the local repeaters, and we'd have 8-9 people out. So if you just keep calling out and saying that you're standing by for traffic, people will come out there and join you. Okay, let me see where we're at. We have, man, the YouTube thing is on fire tonight. If you haven't tried, I have like 7 subscribers. Maybe I can get 8 tonight. If you guys can go to YouTube, look for On the Air with VA3EWV. On the Air with VA3EWV. And just check out the YouTube channel. I do have a Facebook group as well, On the Air with VA3EWV as well. That is for all of us. So if you're doing some stuff like fun, like PZA was out there telling me all the fun she's having, even though I was asking her to go with me first, but that's okay. That's okay. But if you can load all those nice pictures up on the website and stuff like that, then I'll feel better. I'll feel like I was a part of the party. Okay, we're at the bottom of the list, if I'm not mistaken. Kilo Echo 2 HNI. Kilo Echo 2 HNI. Have you got to speak yet? Go ahead.
K2H&I. Yeah, no, I'm here. I've been bouncing around on different AllStars. That's where I found you. Yeah, just heading over to the YouTube right now, trying to find it. Back to you.
Well, it's definitely good to have some new faces and stuff in there, and that's why I try to post on different. That's another thing that's keep us with people. I post on the EchoLink help channels. I post on some local channels saying we're here. So good to have you in there. KE2 H&I. That's Jeff there. It shows that you're from New Jersey. So, Jeff, our topic today, if you can share with us, what have you been doing for fun over the summer? Go ahead.
Basically playing with my 13 handhelds and reprogramming them. And my 1 dB switch node just blew up, so I have to reload that. So, yeah, it's just been playing around with my ham stuff. That's it.
Hey, next week that's gonna be my topic of next week. How many handhelds do you have? Now, as a young ham person of only 4 years now, I remember seeing a guy and he had like 5 or 6 handhelds at his house, and I was like, "Hey, Mister, why do you have so many handhelds?" Because I just did not think of the life of me why you would have so many handhelds. Then I found out that he had one Yaesu FT7 something or another because he did Wires X or Fusion or whatever. So he's like, "Well, I have this ICOM here, but I use it for D-Star. I have this Yaesu radio here because I use it for Wires X, whatever, System Fusion. I have this Baofeng here because this is the one I bring outside. So if something happens and I lose it, I'm not gonna cry about it." And then he went on and on and on with the different things that all the handhelds did. So I was like, oh, because I didn't know why you would have to have more than one. So that's going to be our topic next week. Do you have a handy talkie? How many do you have and what do you use them for? So there you go. You got me a topic for next week. Thank you, K2HNI, for that. Over.
Yep, if I can remember for next week, I will definitely be joining. I have 14 handhelds, but 3 of them are used for AllStar nodes and 1 GMRS radio. That's what I have so far. But since I only got the license January 22nd, 23rd of this year, yeah, that's these little handy talkies are freaking addictive.
All right. So I heard you say you're going to be using those for AllStar. So I'm going to look up. I hope you're on QRZ because I want to get my. What I'm trying to do is because I don't have it. I have my AllStar node. It's not here in the shack. It's downstairs, but I have it, and I wanted to connect it to like a local repeater because our club lost ours, and I was going to try to figure out how to do that. So so I'll get a hold of you because seems like you may be on doing things like that. But anyway, we are at the 8:40 mark, so we have about 20 minutes left. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn this over to our friend AllStar, VA3FHQ, and we're going to open it up to the helping hams portion of this net. This is something new that we're doing. And while we're doing it, well, simple. It's my net, and we can have whatever fun that I think we can have. So we're going to turn it over to AllStar there. AllStar, I have put on the screen here who's on YouTube, who's not on YouTube. I'll try to help you out with that. Where it says YouTube, that means they were on YouTube there. And what we'll do, we'll turn it over to AllStar and see if anybody has any ham radio related questions that he can answer for us. Over to you, VA3FHQ.
VA3FHQ, yes, I'm actually on your net logger right now. I'm actually logged in right now. I can see it on one of my monitors right now. So I'm going to start from the top, K5BDL. Do you got any questions for me, VA3FHQ?
And this is K5BDL. Well, good evening. Don't have any questions, just enjoying listening to that. If there's anything I can offer too, I'm right here. Back to you, K5BDL.
Sounds good. No questions. So we'll move on to the next person, which is myself. So we'll skip to the next one. I'm gonna just throw in Ernest, VA3EWV. Got any questions for VA3FHQ?
Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely going to have some. So I'll be talking to you. I don't know when I'm going to be able to do it, but I want to talk about the IRLP. Our club used to have an IRLP. I saw that when I was going through the inventory and stuff like that, because that's what I've been doing this summer, going through all that. We had an IRLP node and stuff like that. So I'll see what it takes to get that back. Because you know what? Remember you were wanting me to connect to something to help the net, and I found out that the reason I couldn't connect to that because they were IRLP as well. They weren't EchoLink or AllStar. So if I can get IRLP set up, and like I said, that you can't answer that question today because I'm going to have to get probably hardware maybe, but I wouldn't mind getting that done. So that's definitely going to be something I'm going to be talking to you about, and that's a lot of questions. Oh, and also I want to know how to get my own DMR. I have a DMR radio, have a DMR number. I think it starts with 3 something or whatever. But I want to get my own DMR talk group or something like that or whatever, or have people that are able to connect with DMR to this net. Also, I want to make sure that I could ask you how to get other people to connect to my ham over IP, because I have that, or not ham over IP, my whatever I have. I forget what it's called, but for them to get over amateur wire, right? So I want to make sure I can have people connect through amateur wire, DMR, and what else. So that'll be my question after this. Okay, back over to you.
VA3FHQ, yes. What I'll do for the hams over IP and the aperture wire is maybe I'll just make a video of it. That's a good YouTube video topic for me to make a YouTube. I'll make a YouTube video on how to connect to your node, and then it'll be there for anybody that wants to connect over those modes. It's not too hard, and if anybody doesn't have a hams over IP phone or IP phone, I highly recommend going to your local ham fest or flea market and try picking up a voice phone and talking over it, because right now that's what I'm talking to you on at the moment. But I guess that we're going to pass it on to the next person, which is KG5N5 VA3FHQ. Got any questions for me?
No, I don't this evening, but certainly thank you for the opportunity. You've helped me in the past, been very helpful with your emails to me. Appreciate you very much. KG5FI.
Sounds good. Thank you very much for the kind words. And I'm going to move on to the next person on the list, K2FTG, VA3FHQ. Got any questions for me?
Good evening, AllStar. Thank you for running this part of the net. I'm going to in and out because I'm listening here in the background as I'm continuing my packing and moving. So let me say goodnight to everybody in 73s. Back to you.
Sounds good. Have fun packing, and hopefully all goes well. I'm going to move down the list to the next person. It is K9DLK, VA3FHQ. Got any questions for me?
break. AllStar, this is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. While we wait for excuse me, for Kilo 9 Golf Lima Kilo there, we have a newcomer. Just want to make sure we say hello to him. You can't see it, but Kilo Quebec 4 Uniform Echo India. Kilo Quebec 4 Uniform Echo India. Welcome to the Friday Evening Net. My name is Ernest, Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Our topic this evening was, what are you doing for fun over the summer? And then we have started our second portion of that where you can ask questions. But before AllStar picks it up with K9GLK, hello, how are you? And come on in. How are you today?
Hey there, Ernest. All is good. All is good. I'm actually multitasking here. I am trying to figure out Android debugging, QTH, and a bunch of other things. So I'm kind of sidetracked at the moment, or multitasking. But other than that, just listening and enjoying the net. I will turn it back to net control. K9GLK.
Roger, thank you for that, K9GLK. Okay, we got you. Hey, you know what? That's what it's all about. I was sitting here doing what do you call it, FT8 in the background. So we're just glad you're here. We do see, I'm going to turn it back over to AllStar there, but we have someone new on the net, Kilo Quebec 4, Uniform Echo India. Have you made it there? Is everything working? Over?
Kilo Quebec 4, Uniform Echo India. I'm here next row.
Roger, good evening to you. Welcome to the net. If you can come in with who you are, how long you've been a ham, and our topic this evening is, what are you doing for radio fun? And then after that, we'll bring it over to AllStar. And if you have any technical questions, he can answer your technical questions. But for now, let us know who you are, how long you've been a ham, and what have you been doing for fun this summer. Go ahead.
Kilo Quebec from at the end of the group. I've been going ham now. This is going on my second year. Having a blast with it, play with everything, HF, digital, everything. What I do for fun, I'm a truck driver, drive semis. That's what I do for fun. But I've been a ham, like I said, for about going my second year, still learning. Love talking to everybody and meeting new people and having a blast. Back to you, Nat.
Thank you so much, and we hope to hear you out there again. And what we'll do now, we'll put it back over to AllStar. And AllStar, I will show a portion of the screen so you can see who's coming in. Okay, I just don't want to show people's IP addresses. But back over to you, AllStar, so you can continue going down your list.
VA3FHQ, I just want to acknowledge WD4SRC is not in the log there, so you may want to add him. And do you want to come in, WD4SRC, and answer what you're doing for the weekend and all the other questions, and follow up by if you have any questions for me. Back to you.
WD4SRC operator Steve, Kentucky. I'm a new operator. Been here since got licensed first of the year. What have I done for fun? Well, since fuel was so expensive this year, we didn't travel. We have a motorhome that we travel in, so we just stayed closer to home this year. And the only question I had, well, I did have another question, so I'll get to it real quick. I just wanted to know how to get on NetLogger tonight, but I think you just did that. So, AllStar, I certainly appreciate you bringing that to Ernest's attention. My question has to do with the dipole. As you know, we've talked about that. When I run that wire, does it have to be level with the ground? That's my question. WD4SRC, back to net control.
VA3FHQ, which dipole antenna is that a 2-meter one you're working on, or was that the HF one you were setting up, or was it the NFET half-wave that you bought? Back to you.
It'll be the HF.
Yeah, after the net, I'll send you some photos of how you can set it up depending on what type of performance you want to get with that antenna. But I'll send you an email after that with how to set it up, and we'll get you all squared away, and hopefully you got your grounding plates there for your shack as well. Back to you.
Absolutely, and I appreciate that information about the grounding plates. Perhaps that's something to share out if anybody else is in the same situation that I am with rocking the ground. Never heard of it, and it was surprising with all the electricians we've had here at our home that nobody even went down that route. So I appreciate it, AllStar. WD4SRC, back to net control.
Sounds good. I'm going to pass it on to the next person, which is VE2EQL VA3FHQ. Got any questions for me?
John, are you still there? VE2EQL. You have any questions for AllStar? VE2EQL. AllStar, go ahead. Take it away.
Okay, nothing hurts. I questions for me tonight?
Hi there, AllStar, VA3EWV-L here. I think my question is kind of basic. In Ottawa, one of our local repeaters, the E2CRA, just installed D-Star, and all of my local fellow hams are starting to have a lot of fun on D-Star, so I'm jealous. So what are some easy ways to get on D-Star? Do I have to buy yet another radio, or is there like a plug-in or a device I could hook up to one of my radios to be able to access D-Star? I'll turn it back over to you, VA3FHQ. This is VA3P.
VA3FHQ, yeah, you could join in on, I think you're Apple user, you can correct me if not, but there's an app called DroidStar, but if you have Apple, you may have to reach out to Chris, CJO. He has an app where it acts like EchoLink on your phone, but you can connect it to the reflector that the VA repeater on the 70 centimeters is connected to, so you can connect into that reflector, and you can talk in through that reflector to the repeater on there. But if you want to physically connect over D-Star, then you're going to have to get yourself a ICOM radio, maybe a 705, maybe a good addition for your POTA. You can bring it with you to work and do some POTAs on the way. That could be an option as well.
Well, thank you very kindly. So what I've heard you say is that I have to buy a new radio, and so I'll have to have you write this note down for my husband and sign it to say Michelle needs a new radio. Anyway, I'll turn it back over to you, VA3P.
Yeah, if you haven't seen the video that Ham Radio Tube put out, it says nothing better to please your ham radio YL than getting her a new radio. So you got to show them that video and say, hey, I need a new radio. You know, one doesn't work. I need to have two. I need to have one for each occasion. You know.
Love it. I'm going to go look for that. Thanks, Al.
Sounds good. We're now down to VY2JTN. Do you got any questions for VA3FHQ?
VA3HQ, I think was the call sign. VY2 Juliet Tango November. I don't have any questions, but I have a little bit of a thing here, a little bit of a joke. Why did a ham operator buy a new car? It came with a new ham radio. So, why else would a ham buy a new car instead of a radio?
Right.
Have a good evening, everybody.
Sounds good. That definitely gave me and I think Ernest a good chuckle there. That one. Thanks for the joke there. It was really good. Now we're going to move down the list to KE2HIN. Do you got a question for VA3FHQ?
Yeah, I'll be moving, unfortunately, from this house to a new house, hopefully one level. Is there an easy outside antenna for someone that's disabled to put up?
Well, depending, VA3FHQ, depending on what space you have, if you have like a balcony, there's many different antennas that we could get set up for you. If you go to my QRZ page and you'll see my email there. If you shoot me an email there, I can send you several different antenna ideas that may work with the areas that you have. So if you give me a rough idea via email of what space you got to work with, I can probably get something to work for you, and just let me know what bands you want to work on as well. That
the base station or anything yet. I've been using AllStar and just the HTs until I get the new location. But I want to try to get on whatever I can get on. Since I'm disabled, I'll be in the house most of the time. And can you give me your call sign again so I can write it in my log, please? Back to you.
Yeah, for sure. It's Victor Alpha 3 Foxtrot Hotel Quebec VA3FHQ.
Thank you very much, and I will be here listening. Back to you.
Sounds good. We're going to move on to the next person, KQ4UEI. And you got a question for VA3FHQ?
Kilo Quebec 4, from again in the group. Yeah, I got a question between a dipole antenna and NFED. I've got an NFED right now, 135 feet, does 80 to 10 feet. I'm looking to get a dipole antenna. Now, is a dipole antenna better than NFED, or is it about the same? That's what I'm wondering. Back to you.
VA3FHQ, both are good, but the benefit of the NFED is you get access to more bands. And if you're doing a vertical antenna, then you'll have to adjust it every time you want to switch bands, or you can make a fan vertical antenna too, which like the DX Commander to have one or two bands depending on how big you make each wire. You can do that as well, but NFED's really good antenna if you don't have a lot of space, and depending what transformer you use on your NFED or the unknown, you can get different spaces, or you can use a random wire too if you don't have any space at all. Maybe another good option depending on what you have to work with. Back to you.
Kilo Quebec 4, from again. Yeah, I'm using a 49 to 1 balance on that NFED antenna right now. I really like that NFED. I got maybe 30, 40 feet up there going on south, and I have talked all over the world. But I was looking at this dipole because it's got a higher wattage. Because I was thinking about getting maybe a 500 watt amp. That's why I was asking about, the difference between dipole and NFED, which one was better. But I definitely appreciate the information, sir.
VA3FHQ, yeah, the only thing I recommend if you're going to be buying a new NFED antenna, make sure you get one that's rated for a higher wattage depending on what you're going to do. So if you think you're going to get like a 600 or 500 watt amp, get the next size up. Like you can get an 800 watt NFED or even a full legal limit NFED, because when it's warm outside, you will lose some of the wattage that's able to be used by the NFED transformer because it's more warm outside. So the cores heat up, and then your antenna will start not working. You'll start getting a higher SWR on your antenna. So definitely, if you're going to buy it, get a big, higher power rating, and whatever wire you can run, get the longest you can, because the longer the wire, the more power or effectiveness you'll get on each band. Back to you.
Yeah, I'll probably do that. I appreciate it. Definitely will look into it.
Sounds good. Ernest, I think we're at the bottom, so I guess it's, unless WD4SRC wants to come with a round 2 question, I guess it's time to close it off and do a song, or I'll pass it back to you, Ernest.
Yeah, thank you, AllStar. No, we did not get, I think we may have gotten John. Yeah, we may have gotten him. Trying to keep it all together here. I want to really thank everybody for coming out here tonight. And this Q&A is pretty good too. And it made me have another question. When my wife was asking me about, what kind of radio would you like? And I was like, I don't have my HF, just like the guy was saying. He just has his general. So she was asking me all these questions I didn't know, but I was studying for my advanced test. And what had happened was this. In my area, and I keep talking about, we had those 6 repeaters, 6-8 repeaters there. There were Yaesu repeaters. So I decided to get a FT991A as my HF rig because I wouldn't get an Icon because we had nothing with D-Star. We didn't have D-Star here. But then my one of my good friends passed away, and I bought his Icon 7300 from him. And I was thinking that if you bought an Icon radio like a 7300, it would have D-Star. Are you telling me that the 7300 doesn't even have D-Star on it?
VA3FHQ, yeah, the 7300 sadly does not have D-Star on it, but the funny thing is the 7100 has D-Star on the HF and on the VHF, which is kind of funny. I think why would they not put it in the radio? But I guess that's up to ICOM. They just want you to buy a second radio, to do it. So if you really want to get it, get it 705. It's pretty good, and then you can get it both on VHF and UHF and HF as well. So back to you, Ernest.
I don't know if you couldn't see the disappointment in my face there, right? So just so you know, I'm still that makes me more of a Yaesu person. Those radios at one point had the same price point, right? Because it was like a toss-up between the two. The 7300 doesn't even have UHF, VHF, right? And it doesn't even have D-Star. Come on now. Come on, son. So yeah, I'm glad. Right? Michelle's like with the teary-eyed. That's something else. Come on, y'all can do better than that, yeah, Icom. See, they're all pretty and stuff, but like I always said, I got the old ugly 991, and she does everything you want her to do. Cook, clean, you name it, she do it, right? Icom 7300, she just pretty, don't do nothing. Anyway, let's forget about that. Okay, we have a lot of people on YouTube, 11 people out there. We got some thumbs up out there. Sterling 2359 said they had the bell, 73 everyone. Said see you next week. Michelle's like, she loves the help with hand portion of the net. Reminds me of the gardening call-in program on CBC Radio. CBC Radio 1. I love how people on CBC Radio 1 talk about it. Sterling says, yes, the Summerside repeaters VE1 CFR. So I got that. Then Lapdog said, I found this node on the AllStar keynote page, but what network is it on? I usually listen to 67200 W2NJR network. So I don't know the answer to that. He says, let me pull it over, AllStar. AllStar, you're in the chat, so you can probably see that. Michelle has a teary-eyed. She's just crying because I didn't do POTA with her. That's why she's crying. Anyway. Okay, lots of stuff on the YouTube there. Good. So have we missed anyone? Anybody that wants to come in and have something else to say or have a question? Come on in now. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, it is silent out there. Right from the top, Brad, thanks very much. I know he's come and gone. Hope Miss Peggy's doing good. K5BDL, Brad, thank you. AllStar, thank you for being out there and also doing the helping hand portion. Mr. Jack, KG5FI, always a pleasure. Kilo Echo 2, Foxtrot, Tango Golf. I love that Foxtrot Tango Golf call sign there. Michael, good to have you in there. I hope you have a good move there, Michael. We're going to be keeping you in our prayers that everything goes good. Mario K9GLK, the busy bee out there. Mario, thanks for joining us. John, thanks for getting in there with us too. V2EQL. Michelle, thanks for being out there. I'm just ribbing you, girl. I'm just ribbing you. VY2JTN. Hopefully, in the next couple of weeks, we're going to have RLP. Okay. KE2HNI, Jeff, thanks for being out there. He said he's looking for an easy way to get the antenna up out there. for a disabled person, make sure you put AllStar in there, VA3EWV-L Look for them on QRZ. Get the email and get going on that. Jason, Kilo Quebec 4, Uniform Echo India. Good to have you with us. One moment. Whiskey Delta 4, Sarah Romeo Charlie, who came out there loud and proud right away, and I can't believe I missed you. I never missed you. Also, you were trying to work me, but I don't see you. I don't see you on FT8. But thanks for being out there, Nicholas. Excuse me, Steven. I'm so sorry. And sorry I missed you. Nicholas, VE3WBT out of Sudbury on YouTube. Rob V3RF on YouTube. Dave, VA3DVY Davey on YouTube. And we have our two other folks that were listening in on YouTube. New members of the Seaway Valley Amateur Radio Club. Teresa, or I call her Tracy, and Ted. Did I miss anybody, or anybody else want to have a final thought? Please come now. Okay, with that being said, then we are going to be saying 73 to everyone. And what that means is we're going to now go to the YouTube channel, and we're going to be bringing up our theme song, and we're going to end with two songs here this evening. We're going to do the theme song for the net here. If you guys can, let me just if you go to On the Air with VA3EWV, I'll show you that right now. So it's On the Air with VA3EWV. So please try to join us there. We're trying to make it happen. We have 732 subscribers, 467 videos. We have lots of playlists and stuff like that. And if you go to Big E's Beats, so you go to Big E's Beats there, and that's where all of our songs are. We have 20-something songs there. So we're gonna, if you guys can go to your YouTube, find the YouTube live stream. We're gonna hit us with the Big E's Friday Night Net. We're gonna hit that theme song, and then we're gonna end with radio games. We're gonna end with radio games. All right, guys, have a great rest of your evening. We'll see you on the YouTube. Bye for now.
Thanks, Ernest. Good night. Feel okay.
Roger. For those who said catch you next time, and for those that are logging off, we'll cue us over to the YouTube. Okay, folks, on YouTube here, let's get our theme song. Okay. 7-3, folks, 7-3. Okay, let's get our song going here. Uh-oh. Here we go.
Yeah. Dial it in, same time, same friend. 8 o'clock hits, here we go again. Biggie's calling, y'all ready yet? Yeah. Laughs in the background, welcome to the net. Biggie's Friday Night Net. Hey, pull up a chair, you're part of it. One fun question, see what you get. Stories and smiles you won't forget. Biggie's Friday Night Net. Hey, voices from everywhere, check in. 8 o'clock sharp, you know the set. Chatting good company every weekend. Yeah. Long week, long road, shake off that load. First name basis, even if you're new to the show. Share your wins, share your mess. Right here together, we'll guess. Yeah, we're all guess. Biggie's Friday Night Net. Hey, pull up a chair, you're part of it. One fun question, see what you get. Stories and smiles you won't
Okay, that's our first song. Our next song we're going to do is, I said radio games, but let's see what else we have out there. We have Park to Park. We have Polo Adventures. I think I'm going to do Polo Adventures. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do, Polo Adventures. Let's see. It might not have the it may not have the lyrics with it, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to do Polo Adventures. Just got to go find it. Here we go.
Hearts on the air, babies on the move. Everywhere, everywhere, ham radio groove. Fountains and birds, sounds fill the air. Biggies making contacts from here to there. Biggies on the fence, 40-20 he commands. Golden tones echo across the lands. Grid hopping fun, Bonneville's pride. Portable station, signals won't hide. Biggies on the bands, 40-20 he commands. Golden tones echo across the lands. Logging stations one by one. Motor hunters calling, join the radio fun. Logging stations one by one. Motor hunters calling, join the radio fun.
Okay, and we're going to do a bonus track here tonight. Let's see where we're going to go. One more song before we get out of here. Ooh, I think I like this one. Well, I know. Yeah,
Biggie on the mic, call it VA3. Sweet voice providing that funky melody. Cooper Marsh on the list, protocols in sight. 40-meter bellies bringing the fun tonight. Ooh, yeah! It's hollering at the squad, CQ Pony. Sugar sweet vibrations, smooth as soda. SSB up in the mix, waves rolling wide. The E's got the groove, he's our radio guy. Ooh, yeah! He's moving on the airwaves, it's a funk fiesta. Yeah, radio is the game, follow his voice, yes sir. Cooper's Mars we conquer, border tags in hand. Big E broadcasting live across this funky land.
in your room, but the signal cuts through. Tunes on the scanner, baby, it's a rendezvous. Every beat, every call, slick as honey sweet. The E's ham-fisted charm, can't be beat. Yeah! Breaker, breaker. Can you hear it clear? The E's so vibrating, filling every ear. From the Mars to your heart, from transmit and receive. In the groove of the airwaves, you better believe. Biggie's grooving on the airwaves, it's a funk fiesta. Ham radio's the game, follow his voice, yes sir. To this march we conquer, all the tags in hand. Biggie broadcasting live across this fucking land.
All right, folks. Yep, I know y'all enjoying it, so I'm gonna have to get another one out here. One more. Just don't say that. I'll make sure this one has the lyrics on it. Let's do one more, because this is let me see what we're gonna get here. I think we have a park to park one. Here we go.
We hit the airways every night. Park to park, our signals bright. Cheek to cheek, we keep it live. Ham radio, got that vibe. Late shift early, we don't care. Got our sound waves everywhere. 5-9 in the park, so clear. Best regards to all who hear. This is a two for make it loud. Working around without a doubt. 73, we share the thrill. Ham radio, life's a chill. Off to the next park we go. In the dark we let it flow. Communications park to park. This is how we make our mark. Thanks for those activations now. From dusk till dawn we take a bow. Signal strong, we make it loud. Ham radio, we stand proud. This is a two for make it loud. Working around without a doubt. 73, we share the thrill. Ham radio, life's a chill. On to the next park we go. In the dark we let it flow. Communications park to park. This is how we make our mark.
Hello, everybody. This is On the Air with VA3EWV. On the Air with VA3EWV. And today we're going to be activating this lighthouse. Charlie Alpha 864, I believe. Charlie Alpha 864. No, Charlie Alpha November 864. So that's what we're going to be doing.
On to the next part we go. In the dark we let it flow. Communications part to part.
We appreciate the 505 there. Whiskey 8 Delta Lima Sierra. I have Dana in Ohio there. QSL. Thank you so much for the activation. You have a good rest of your day. 7-3. So that's it, folks. 7-3 from VA3EWV.